Colourful Radio.
You lot will know him as his new name, but I know him as Big Dog. You get me? When I mean Big Dog, the Big Dog was row, row, that type of dog. You see me? And that was his tracks from his Big Dog era. He's a Congolese guy. You get me? Doing it very, 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 very big in the UK scene. He's not just an artist. He's a producer. He's a songwriter, singer. You know what I mean? I'd like to welcome, K Beatz, formerly known as Big Dog, to the building. How you doing, brother?
I'm alright, man. I'm alright.
So I see that you've been missing for a moment, bro.
Yeah, man. You know what? They've been saying that a lot because I've been busy helping others. You know, sometimes as a producer, you forget about yourself. I was busy helping any other person out there to trying to build the dreams, and then at the same time I'm forgetting about myself. So I thought, you know what? Let me just do what I do best. Write my own songs, put them out, and then there you go. Now I'm back.
You're definitely back with a banger, because those tracks, I was rinsing them at least a couple years ago. You know what I mean? You know, when I first met you, when I first interviewed you, and you know what I mean, and stuff like that. You know, you always been a dear friend to me. You get what I'm saying? You know, we don't talk as much as we should, but when we talk, we talk. You get what I'm saying? You know, definitely. So you being a producer, a singer-songwriter, where did all this start for K Beatz, formerly known as Big Dog?
I just want to know, why do you call him Big Dog? And why a Big Dog?
You know that name. I used to have it back in the days when I used to produce. I used to like this strictly producing, and I was mainly hard on hip hop and all sorts of things. So obviously I had that name from back in the days, like school days and stuff. I just kept running with that name, and then once I start producing, start getting my name out there, and the name just kind of stuck with me along.
Who have you produced for?
Jeez, quite a lot of UK artists. I would say Malogo, SK, Ray, who else? DK, Davido's artists, Awilo, LDNC. That just the list goes on. I don't want to be saying because I don't want to end up forgetting someone. But
so are you gonna do what Kanye West done, like in his early days? He had a big tattoo with all the hit songs that he done.
I'm not gonna go that far, man. Even though that's not a bad idea, but nah. If I was to get a tattoo, I'll get something meaningful.
But talking about meaningful and talk about music and where you come from, you're Congolese, right?
Yeah.
Congolese music has come a long way because everyone's always talking about the debate too, which is Niger, Ghana. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of Congolese artists are coming up. You know what I mean? Where do you fit in that bracket of Congolese artists? Like, you know, I played my boy, my good friend BM as well, and he's doing it crazy in the industry. You know, even for that track, he hit 1 million views on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely, man.
You get what I'm saying? So for your Congolese people, where do you fit in that bracket, as you know, in the UK side of things or whatnot?
It's quite, because to be honest, as a Congolese artist, we are very unique in terms of our sound is very unique. Obviously, as you can nowadays, Congolese music is traveling a lot in terms of the rhythm. It's out in Nigeria, you can hear it. But us, we are very unique in terms of if you hear the guitars. That's why I always, most of the time when I do a song, I try to have that Congolese guitar flavor in it. So to make it a bit unique. And in terms of standing out in the UK, I would say, because our music is quite more dance flavor kind of movie thing, but
that's what I noticed about Congolese music, especially, you know, listening to it, because like I really got introduced to the whole scene by BM, because BM's my family, and he introduced me to everyone, even yourself, meeting you and whatnot. So like I clocked that the dances and stuff like that. It's not like, you know, dancing to a Niger track or a Ghanaian track all fast. It's like it's more or less slow and
that's what I always trying to do, you know, to be honest. I try not to get into too much to Nigerian side of music, because that's not who I am, and that's
do you get a lot of people asking you though, are you Nigerian?
Yeah.
Because that's the debate thing, isn't
I
it?
get.
You're Nigerian, ain't you?
I get Nigerian and Ghanaian most of the time, but Congolese, I have to either convince them I'm Congolese, I have to say something in my language to convince them. Which is, I don't know how they expect Congolese people to look like, but they have some sort of stereotype of how Congolese, meant to look like.
You know what? I couldn't tell the difference. I thought you were Nigerian. I thought everybody here is Nigerian. I can't tell the difference.
Which is, because to be honest, when it comes to, they're always talking about, when they say Congolese look a certain way, they're talking about the older generations where there's some people they dress a certain way, they kind of, sometimes they tend to bleach their skins and stuff like that, which is, it's not true because the skin bleaching is everywhere.
Everybody does that.
Everybody does it. But obviously, as Congolese, we got that stereotype this stuck on us for a very long time now, which is kind of hard to get rid of, you see. But in terms of my sound, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show a different side of Congo as well, because we don't just sing and dance. You know what I mean? We got rappers, we got all sorts. But obviously here in the UK is not as much. But if you go France, you see all sorts of talented Congolese artists. Do you know what I mean?
I remember going to was it Lille? Yeah, a few years ago, and they have this African club there, and I think it was full of Congolese people. And the music they were playing in France, oh my God, it was mad. It was absolutely mad. I loved it.
So have you collaborated with any French artists who are Congolese, by birth?
Yeah.
Because I know Congo they speak French, right?
We do speak French. We do speak French. Yeah. Of course, I've got a song with one DJ called DJ Pete. He's the official DJ for Magic-Jay. Magic-Jay, if you guys. Whoever does know it, he's really big in France right now. He's the biggest. He does Afro trap, so he's like the biggest artist right now. And I did a song with his DJ, and I also work with another artist. We signed to Sony called Neto. We did a song together. I send you them songs as well. So I'm trying to collaborate with more French artists right now.
What is that? Is it Old Girl?
It's got Over. Old Girl is with Stino, the Ghanaian artist.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I send. Yeah, but definitely that's always an option. I'm trying to collaborate with as many artists as I possibly can. Like, there's no limit of who, do you know what I mean? No countries, wherever I like. If I like your sound, no question, I'm working.
So you're proper good with your French. Your French is on point.
Not at all. I am not gonna lie to you.
Oh my God! I was actually gonna.
You
be
can
like,
understand it, but you can't talk it.
You can understand it
to a certain extent, yes. But I got a lot of French people around me anyway, so if anything, I got my manager right here, he speaks fluent. So.
But you were born in Congo, right?
Yes.
You were born in Congo.
You know what the funny thing is? The only reason my French kind of left me because I was raised here, so English 24/7. That kind of affects my French.
You're British now, mate. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not. Never. Never will. No, at all, mate. I'm never gonna claim that side. Never. I mean, it's true though. I'm Congolese. I'm never gonna. I always say this: you can have 10 British passports. Either way, you're still African.
Well, how many years do you think it will take for you to be known as British? How long do you have to be here?
5 years, just like America. 5 years. You're a citizen.
Well, fair enough. You can have.
You got a British passport.
You can have a British passport. You can have a citizenship.
It's debatable because some people be like, okay, she's Nigerian, but she's British.
No, I'm
British first, then Nigerian after.
The funny thing is, there's no such a thing as a black British. Let's get that straight. Never. Yeah. There's no black English person. It doesn't exist. You can have the nationality, your passport, and all of that, which is fair enough. But deep down, when something bad happens, you know what they always say, right?
Get out of the country.
they always bring out your nationality first. Yeah. It's Nigerian, British. They will never say, do you know what I mean? So I can always say, you can have the passport, but just don't get gassed.
I've met somebody actually that said, she's Nigerian, and she said, I said, where are you from? I'm from Britain. I'm English. That's where I'm from. I was like, but you've got a Nigerian name. No English name. She's got a Nigerian name. Said, no, I'm British. Yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Do you?
You have to keep let them allow to, just keep lying to themselves.
Yeah. So see with your music side though, as your producer, right? What made you get into the production side of things, because your production skills is different. I've chilled with you already, and when you showed me some stuff, I'm like I felt sorry for you for you and your manager's yard, man. I was jumping up and down like a madman. Like I was like, wow, that the production is just like mad. Man. Like you can do slow jams, you can do R&B, you can do hip hop.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain really, because I do study music anyway. So I don't just listen to like one type of genre of music. I try to stay open-minded most of the time. So you get to learn a lot. If you just stick to one genre of music, sometimes it's hard for you to even try to go produce other things, because that's what I always trying to do. Like right now, because obviously I started first as a drummer. I used to play drums, and then when I started doing music in school, and I thought, you know what, let me just give it a go and then see how it goes. And then I started producing a little, but small. My manager right here, I used to let them listen to the song. I used to bring them by the house sometimes, make them listen to it, just see their opinion and see what they think about it. And just from there on, practicing, and then here we are.
Okay, so you say you listen to different genres, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick 3 genres from my head, and you tell me which of those genres artists that you listen to.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
R&B.
Okay.
Who do you listen to? R&B.
Like, when I say like
artists.
old school or just in general?
And in general.
I would say R&B, I would say Joe. The bald-headed Joe.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course. There is only one Joe.
What would Joe do is
you never know
his full name is Joe Thomas.
Yeah, Joe Thomas. That's
Joe
his full
Thomas,
name, yeah.
Joe Thomas.
Yeah.
And who else?
I would say Tyrese.
Tyrese, okay.
Those guys, they are, kind of our generations of R&B. So that's the guys I actually grew up listening to. So
okay, reggae.
Ooh. There's so many. I would say Elephant Man was the guy that, got me into reggae back in the days. Elephant Man, I mean, in general, Benny Man, and those 2 guys there, and Wayne Wonder, him as well.
Okay.
I was listening to some couple of,
Wayne Wonder is classic, man, classic. But he only dropped 2 tracks that killed
I know,
everything.
right?
Yeah, only 2 tracks that killed everything.
But those songs are so, like, it's like a lifetime song.
Yeah.
What Wayne Wonder done to in the pops era, he dropped those 2 songs in the last 15. But when you go back in his history, because I'm a Jamaican. That's the one thing, yeah. Because I'm a Jamaican, yeah. I know about that. I know about that's where I come from, yeah. The reggae, the dancehall, and whatnot. But when it comes to it, Wayne Wonder is a beast.
That guy, man.
He's a beast.
You know this song he made of what? More than 10 years ago now. And
Any
the song is still relevant until this day. Like that song is just unbeatable. Like this song, it has been around for God knows that.
Any party or rave that you went to, they play that song.
It was a must. It was a must. Like there's no way you can go to a party and don't hear that song. Like come on.
So what's next for you? Like EP, album, mixtape?
Right now, all I'm trying to do is just push myself out there a bit more, and because the last thing I want to do right now is put out a mixtape and then just goes over people's heads without nobody even noticing it. Do you know what I mean? So what I'm trying to do right now is just build a few momentum around me, and just get my name and face out there a bit more.
So you're looking to do publicize yourself in the
a little
UK
bit
or
more.
In France or back home in Congo?
I would say anywhere that's accepting me, I'm putting myself out there. I don't like to put myself in a box or stick to one country. Because sometimes that I always say, like, you might try to push yourself out in the UK and you do one song with someone else, let's say from France, and it pops out there more. Do you know what I mean? So you're gonna always have to be open-minded because you never know.
Well, that's the funny thing is, like, when I'm talking to certain artists, I say to them, like, look, if your place of where you were born or even where you was raised in, I should say, not showing you love like the UK, take it outside, because I guarantee the outside world will love your stuff more than the inside world, because you're already in the inside world. So take it to the outside world and publicize it there. And there's a lot of artists who I know who's done that, and they're like, yo, Magic-Jay, it was so true, UK is not really showing me that love, but when I'm in Germany, France, Sweden, Australia,
That's what
I'm
saying.
getting mad love.
Exactly. But people always trying to like, let me just go for the UK.
Well, look
UK.
at Malik Berry. Like to me, I've seen him in shows over here, and he doesn't really get that love. But I saw him on his Insta last week, and he was getting mad love in
America.
New York.
Yeah.
Mad love, girls going mad.
Can you
And I'm-
imagine? That's how people need to stop putting themselves in a box.
Yeah.
Like, don't just say, I'm going to just put my music or link up TV constantly. Nah.
The thing
There's
is
so
that
many other
because
places.
the internet is so huge, like social media is so huge, so you get love in different areas of the world. So you might even go to some random country and find that people just love you because they look at your stuff on YouTube. You know, they're checking for you on Instagram. So social media is just
That's the beautiful thing about social media right now, because if I go on my SoundCloud, I click on it and then see where my song is being played. Like half of the time, it's even being played more outside of the UK than anything.
Yeah.